Since the announcement yesterday that Big Brother is coming back with ITV, I ended up doing lots of interviews, radio ones, press ones, and even TV ones. And a lot of the same questions were getting asked and spoke about, and it was the confrontation with Nasty Nick. And that was a big turning point for the first Big Brother. So I thought I'd look back at that footage of what happened in the summer 22 years ago and give you my thoughts. I've got to say, it's quite exciting to see this now because it's been a long time since I've watched the clip of it. In fact, I haven't seen the entire first series. All I ever watched was the highlighted bits like this and coming out at the end and various things like that. So it's exciting. It's exciting.
As soon as everyone's up, the meeting is called.
Okay, well, I've got a very important thing I want to bring up. I think everyone should be aware of it, and it's everybody's concern. Basically, sorry I have to say it, Nick, but I'm very disappointed in yourself.
Yourself?
I not only feel, I'm quite positive and got evidence that you're plotting a very dirty plan on everybody in here to vote against each other and steer it divert from you.
I remember the kind of the night before, the build-up of all of this, because little did we know the public had been watching this kind of unfold for a week or two, that Nick was cheating and Nick was writing down people's names. And then I think I was in the bedroom and Tom came into me one night and said, Craig, you know, I think Nick's playing up a little bit here. He's written somebody's names down for something. And then all of a sudden, the penny dropped, because I don't know whether it was hours or even days before, we were doing our shopping list on the chalkboard and we write down the bits and pieces we want and accosted them, so we had a piece of chalk. And Nick came into the bedroom, if I remember rightly. I was sitting on my bed maybe, and he showed me this chalkboard with our shopping list on, and he pointed to the bottom and there were two people's names on there. And I was thinking, what? Why, Nick? Why you showing me people's names? And it didn't dawn on me. But then the moment when Tom mentioned it, and then I think I went and chatted with Mel after it, all of a sudden the penny started to drop and you start to see these pictures of a jigsaw all coming together and you see the bigger picture.
Oh yeah, it's an absurd, Craig. It's not one of your...
Yeah. Okay, you may think it's absurd, Nick, but let me point out a few facts here.
You may think it's absurd, Nick. The fact that you came in there and told us you had military background when we seen you on that obstacle course, trying to go through just the tyres and hold on to the monkey bars. Really, Nick? Oh.
There's a number of people sitting around this table, right, who have come to me over the weekend and basically said that you have showed them a piece of paper with various names on it, i.e. my name on a number of occasions.
It's not like he's murdered anyone, is he? However, at that time in there, it was a really, really big thing for us. You're such a cheat.
And so have other people around this table, which I don't want to mention their names. If they want to feel free and add in on it, they're welcome to. What disappoints me the most, Nick, right? How can you be so two-faced?
Yeah.
You know,
if this is true.
Well, I know it's true.
Right.
You know it's true, Nick.
Craig, you've made a number of wild accusations over the last couple of weeks.
Wild accusations.
And, you know, again, when you accuse Caroline of drinking too much, you tend
Fair play.
to...
Yeah. Caroline did like a drink. Oh, I hated Caroline's laugh. Oh, goes through me.
And you too. We've all been told we can't discuss nominations, and you told me who you were voting for this week.
No, I didn't.
Oh,
remember this.
To be honest, you never tell me about
This was funny.
Oh, it's fine.
Yeah,
I expected to be nominated.
one thing I would
it's just
like...
the fact that he's done that, do you know what I mean? He could have done it with Sadiq.
We generally had no idea where Darren was going. He just kind of like disappeared. And the whole conversation there was probably a lot longer than what you see on TV. It probably lasted about 15, 20 minutes. And I think they've only shown about 5 minutes of it on TV. He was banged to rights.
It's just the fact that my name's been shown this
Craig
week.
and Mel.
Who's that?
Caroline and Nikki.
Craig and Mel.
Craig and Nikki.
How about this?
Where'd you get this from?
We had evidence, Nick. Where'd you get this from? Where'd you get the pencil from? Actually, good point though, innit? Where did he get the pencil from? Bearing in mind, we were all searched when we went into the house. All of our bags were taken off us and checked the night before. They were only handed to us as we walked across the bridge into the house. So, any ideas where Nick could have hidden the pencil?
Stop
Well,
now.
I've-
Stop now.
It's obvious.
Yeah, put the papers away. Just
Rules
stop.
being broken.
Squealing.
Yeah,
That's not that
I
bad.
think Nick, you probably
Leave
need
it
to
up
go
to
and talk to
Big
Big
Brother
Brother.
to sort out.
Oh, good old Anna and Mel saying, well, stop now. He's crumbling. Shouldn't hit a man while he's down. Anyone want a cup of tea? Anyone want a cup of tea? Good old Northern saying, shall I put the kettle on? Yeah, get the Yorkshire tea out. Anyone want a brew? You could never imagine that happening, could you, in the latter years of Big Brother? Certainly TV from 2000s, I think. Wow, so that was it. That was groundbreaking TV back in the summer of 2000. Those of you who can remember that time, for us in the house, it was very different because I think it was weeks of build-up, and the press did get behind it. It was absolutely exhausted in the press about Nasty Nick. I mean, we were asked to come indoors one day because there were helicopters flying over and notes were getting dropped. It was the press dropping loads of notes to tell us that Nick was cheating, just to try and give us that little bit of a heads up, you know. It was really disappointing. It was a strange thing because you all become very close in there, very bonded and very sheltered from the outside world. And then all of a sudden, you're giving your trust to people. And as I said on there, I was making plans with Nick outside of the house and you just feel so betrayed. It was quite a difficult time for Nick, if I was being honest. I was still friends with him. Look, he cheated and so what, you know. It wasn't the end of the world. He was writing people's names down. It was bad at the time, but we quickly got over it and we moved on. But for him, he paid the price dearly, you know. I think it was right what Big Brother said to him, that he had to leave. I remember Nick's last words, "I've made a mistake. You live by the sword, you die by it." I hope you've enjoyed going back in time and watching a bit of Big Brother from 2000. Please let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and if you want me to react to anything else, do let us know. We're happy to do another video. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Mr. and Mrs. DIY.